In this module, we are going to understand about global cosmopolitan democracy. Cosmopolitan democracy emphasizes on the application of democratic norms and values, transnational and global level. It depends that how this form of cosmopolitan democracy is going to be implemented at transnational and global levels. Global governance of people, and it also demands democratic practices should be redefined to incorporate the will of the stakeholders. Now, question arises that how that consent can be incorporated. What would be the method? Democracy is considered a very complex and difficult form of government because it demands too much from the people, and people usually shy to participate in the political system, especially in the developing part of the world. Here are the main points and proponents, I would say, the supporters of this type of democracy: Immanuel Kant, David Held, Daniel Archibald, Richard Falk, and Mary Carlaw. Emphasizes all these proponents that the importance of international organizations are very much there owing to this cosmopolitan democracy. Notion of world parliament and world assembly is emerging. Institution of the International Criminal Court is getting more and more concerned about the global political government. They question military interventions. They are also skeptic about the interventions on humanitarian basis. They advocate popular diplomacy and arms control. Again, here is we find that developed world talks about arms control, disarmament, but itself does not operationalize the same concept, but demands from the developing world. Global democracy basically provides rationale for the expansion of democracy at local and international level. Although some success stories of practicing democracy at local level are available, but at international level, no fruitful results have been yielded. Again, I would say that whatever the examples you would find, the success stories as far as the implementation of democracies are concerned, still not as much mature or perfect that we can make it a role model. Here is a criticism that how we can understand that democracy may not be a global system in a global cosmopolitan democracy. The major criticism has come from realists, Marxist, and multicultural perspectives. The approach of expanding democracy at international level is unfeasible. Democracy diminishes with expansion. If we focus and if we observe that how at international level there are different kinds of nation states. For example, there are different kinds of developed countries. Then there are developing countries. Unevenness in their resources, economic resources, and imbalance is going on owing to the industrialization that is going on in the developed part of the world, and population explosion is happening in the developing part of the world. That imbalance is creating the imbalance or unevenness in the economic resources. Owing to that unevenness in the economic resources, there are different deprivations which are happening and damaging the concept of democracy at one hand. Number one. Second, that's very important. Why we believe that democracy is an end product, as I mentioned in my previous modules, that democracy may be considered a very fruitful or maybe very good concept as far as understanding the political system is concerned. But we cannot make it an end itself. It may be the best mean to get an end. This is how we can say that democracy is may be called as the best source, is the best mean to attain its end.